So, a lot of people have had really conflicted views about this, but in your personal kind of opinion, what is your opinion on teleport, like the teleport movement in Rec Room, and do you think it's balanced? Do you think
Oh,
people should get mad at it,
damn.
etc., etc.? Anything goes here.
I don't think
Sounds good.
it's a feature. It's a feature of the game. I think people should get mad at it. It's just there are a lot of bugs with it. Like in Quest, you can just run through walls with it.
Mm.
It's good for speedrunners. I don't like teleport in my opinion. I don't use it. It's just my brain hurts when I use it. I
It
really
does,
love
it does have
walk.
quite a learning curve.
It just makes me feel more being a human.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So you don't hate people who use walk or anything, but you just don't personally like using it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough. So Action Panda, in your personal opinion, how do you feel about teleport players?
I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, I don't outrage about them though. They're like, I don't care. They're just playing the game. They might be like veterans at the game. They might just be noobs and like to teleport. Yeah, that's pretty much.
What about people who use it in PvPs and stuff?
In PvPs,
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care either. I don't really care.
Okay, awesome. Got quite a positive start here. I like to see it. Okay, so Phil, Stark, like I asked the other two, I'm gonna ask you the same thing. What is your personal opinion on teleport players?
I mean, it depends what you're doing. Like, if you're in dodgeball, it's kind of fair. If you're playing like PvP, I think it's really not fair because if you're attacking someone and they just teleport away.
But we have to stand
But
still
in this,
I was just gonna say we have to stand still for a second when we teleport, and sometimes even longer than that because the room is configurable to have different teleport delays.
you do have a point. But say if the person was really good at teleporting and they do it in an instant.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of find it. See, if it depends what we're doing. If we're doing like a quest, I find it fair. But if we're not doing anything, but if we're doing this, like having fun, all that, I find it fair.
Okay. Sorry, I'm not trying to like ask you weird questions. I'm just trying to get a better kind of understanding of your view. What is it about teleport in PvPs that makes it so overpowered? Because a lot of weapons in PvPs can almost one-shot you, and we have to stand still for quite a while in normal PvPs. The base teleport delay is 2 seconds, and sometimes it's even longer than that.
You have a point there. But say if we were running up to you with a shield, a sword, and maybe a bow on your back,
Okay.
and you saw us, they would most likely try to teleport away.
Okay. That's a fair view. Thank you. In your own personal opinion, how do you feel about teleport players? Do you think it's balanced? Do you think it's unbalanced? Or pros and cons?
My opinion, I'd say it's pretty balanced, honestly.
This person is
I'd say
opinion.
it's balanced enough. I don't necessarily, I don't really run into teleporters that much, so even, when I do, I'm not really mad. It's pretty balanced, in my opinion. It's like, you still have enough time to shoot them before they, probably register, find you, and then shoot you. You still have enough time, even if you're running.
Yeah, that's
Plus
the
you can
point that
dodge
I
shots
made
easier.
earlier too, because we have to stand still for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, how about in things like PvPs? Does it still bother you there, or?
That's I'm not really sure, honestly. It's like, sorry, hold on, can you repeat the question?
I said, how do you feel about teleport in PvPs? For example, bedroom PvP, which has quite a low teleport delay.
But again, yeah, I'd say everything is just a little bit balanced, teleporters versus, no matter, what map it is, could be paintball, laser tag, I feel like it's always, balanced enough. It's never really been, too overpowered. I do understand people do get mad at, teleporters, it's like, you'd be like, oh my god, I didn't see you there, or something, they can just pop around the corner
I
and
mean, we
just
do have a
bop you.
beacon that tells you where we're gonna go.
Yeah, that is true as well. So even when they do use that, it's like, but you have eyes, you gotta use them, you know?
Mm. And then
Yeah, good night,
finally,
everybody.
do you use teleport yourself? You look like a quester, you've played Quest before. Crescendo isn't really good for teleport, but maybe with Golden Trophy, for example.
Teleporting, I don't necessarily use teleport myself. I have use it sometimes, just, you know, mess around in Rec Center and stuff, but I don't necessarily use it in PvP. I'm more of a walk PvP.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you. I keep accidentally turning. Thank you so much. First of all, when did you start playing Rec Room?
I started January 12th in 2020.
Okay, so you're a relatively new player, really. That's good then. So what is your opinion on people who teleport in just any Rec Room original room?
Teleporters are just normal people. I mean, it's probably harder to teleport than walk. There's really nothing bad about them.
Oh, okay. There's been a couple people who say that it's unfair because you can just teleport behind people and just kind of one-shot them, but then I kind of made the counterpoint that you can see the beacon of where we're gonna go. What about people who use it like in rooms like PvPs where there's like really little teleport delay?
I mean, there's teleport delay for a reason. If there's no teleport delay, then it just kind of gets overpowered.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It just needs to be balanced.
And then, do you use teleport yourself? Have you used teleport in the past in anything like dodgeball or quests or anything?
One time, my left controller died, so
Okay.
I had to teleport for quite a while.
Oh,
And
okay.
I learned that teleporters have a hard life, and you should really respect them more.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, so when did you actually start playing Rec Room? I think that's probably gonna be the best place to start off. When did you actually start playing the game?
January 29th of this year. That
Oh,
is,
wow,
I recently.
You're a very recent player. Okay, that's good.
But I have a lot
what-
of stuff already, so.
What platform do you play on?
I first started playing on Xbox, and then
Okay.
I transferred over to Oculus, and now I have also mobile, so.
Oh, okay, awesome. Okay, so, I mean, you haven't had too much experience with this, but based on just kind of what you've seen, do you think that teleporting's overpowered, or do you think that it's unbalanced in any way?
I'd only say it's unbalanced when they allow it, like, they should make it so, only people that have a hand that's dead can use it. So
Okay.
they have to play with one hand.
Okay,
But,
that's
because
fair
people use it to overpower people in PvP,
Mm,
and it's
What ab-
unfair.
okay. That's interesting, actually. Okay, yeah, I haven't had an opinion like that, but that's actually good. What about people who get motion sick and things like that? So they use teleport as a motion.
People
'cause
that get
they don't
motion sick? Well, I guess, I don't know. I don't know how to handle that part. That's where I was like, ew, that just
Yeah.
kind of goes against my one hand thing. It's like, because then they have a reason to use teleport.
Yeah. There's no wrong
But-
answers here. It's just what your opinion is.
I get they have a reason to use it, so they can't, it's only people that have a hand dead use it.
Yeah.
But still, it's just a little overused in PvP. That's all I can
Okay.
say. It's
What about in
People,
other rooms
like-
that aren't PvPs, like quests or dodgeball? I mean, I know dodgeball's a PvP, but like Rec Room
Quests,
original PvP is where the
I
teleport
guess,
delay is
are-
balanced.
I guess dodgeball's a little difficult because they can just teleport out of the way. They don't have to move. They can just teleport.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little.
Okay.
But then there's a quest. I guess that doesn't really matter because it's PvE, so
Well, I mean, yeah, I
it
mean,
doesn't really matter.
it's still a little bit annoying when somebody starts speedrunning ahead of you and just killing everything, I guess.
No, they just go past every enemy.
So, start in the same way. When did you start playing Rec Room?
May 2020.
May 2020. Okay, that's a lot of recent players there. That's
Yeah.
actually really nice to see. So, what platform did you start playing on? Like, what did you start playing on and what do you play on now?
PlayStation VR.
Oh, you're still on PS4?
Still on the same platform.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, so, in your own personal opinion, how do you feel about teleport players? Do you think it's overused, unbalanced, etc., etc.? Just in any room.
Okay, listen. I feel like teleport players, they're great. Depends on how you use it.
Okay. That's a fair point. In PvPs,
A lot of
for
my good friends are
example,
teleport players.
It's-
Examples is like people who on paintball
Mhm.
with teleport, because there is a specific game on here where you can only play paintball on teleport, and then there's a game for people who play walk VR.
Mhm.
I feel like if the teleport players stay teleport one, make things a lot
Yeah,
easier. Why are you TikTok dancing in the background?
I think that'd be good, but at the same time, there's a lot of players who don't go to those rooms even when they do play on teleport, and there's no real way to popularize those rooms. So you kind of gotta appreciate that. As much as I'm sure that a bunch of teleport players would love to go against other teleport players instead of walk mid players, they might not have that choice.
It's annoying when I'm trying to play paintball, and I'm shit at paintball. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna act like I'm even any good at that paintball. But I would like to play it, and like, as I'm trying to shoot someone in front of me, they don't teleport behind me and shoot me.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair enough. I feel like paintball is one of the more balanced ones though, because it's a one hit, and sometimes you can get like shadowed by your lag, and like you can teleport when you'll still get hit. But in other areas such as dodgeball, I can understand why people do have quite a strong opinion towards it, because you can teleport to front instantly. But what about things in like actual PvPs, like fan-made PvPs, where the teleport delay is unbalanced?
I don't play those, because they're filled with a lot of small...
You know what?
Uh,
I can stand by that.
but
Um,
when I do play them, they are normally fun. I don't really care about people playing with teleport on those, because those games I just don't, in general, really care much for.
yeah, I know what you mean. And finally, what do you play on? Do you prefer walk or teleport?
Depends on if my hand's dead or not. If one of my hands is dead, I'll play on teleport, but if it's not, then I'll play walk.
That's a few people who have brought up the hand dead thing. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. So you'd choose walk over teleport.
Mhm.
Alright, thank you.